everybody, my name is Gerard Klass, and I'd like to welcome you to another amazing episode of Chop It Up. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Brittney.
Hey, y'all.
And tonight, we're digging into some comfort food. I'm a little bit excited. It's cold outside, so we're going to get into a little bit of red beans and rice with some cabbage and cornbread and, roll the sleeves up a little bit tonight.
You kind of keep me thick like that, y'all. See how you do that in the wintertime, cornbread and stuff like that? But we are going to chop it up with our amazing guests, Chauncey and Tara Hollingsworth. They're going to let us know about all the things they have going on, so you stay tuned.
Let's get into it.
What up now? It's cold. Good to see y'all. How you doing?
Come in.
Good to see you. Man, I give you a hug.
You look so good. You cold, girl. Come on in. Let's get warmed up.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, come in here fresh or whatever. I see y'all.
I just got my first pair of Chucks ever this weekend.
Yeah.
First pair?
That's what I said. I didn't know this about him all the
Hey,
time.
G had money growing up then.
It was lower than, we might have had some champions.
And you was on the West Coast. You definitely should have been having some Chucks on.
Wait, you grew up on the West Coast?
I grew up on the West Coast.
Nope.
So, tonight we're jumping into a dish that you guys chose.
Let's go.
And when I got the dish, I was like, really? Not a bad thing. I just was like, okay.
Didn't know what quite to expect. You never know people don't want to eat.
What did you
Like,
think we would say?
I thought I was gonna ask you.
Man, I thought it was going to be, I was thinking it would have been like some Italian.
I was gonna say Italian too.
Or I thought it was going to be like,
We do not do Italian.
She said, y'all don't know who he
I
is.
don't know.
Barely
We about
do
to find
Italian.
out. We about to find out.
Hey,
So,
get it.
tell me about this red beans and rice. Why is this dish significant to you guys? Why is that the dish you chose? Before we get into it.
We struggle to find something because we
That's
love.
why it took y'all so long to
Yeah,
get to us.
yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a minute. I was like, hold up.
You be dodging
Cut
us.
this part out. No, we're such foodies. Like we love trying new
I've been seeing
food,
y'all cook a little bit.
and we love to cook. And so, not
Kinda
like
nice.
y'all, but we
I
just
seen
we try
Chauncey with some
stuff.
scrimps on
Hey,
there.
kind of nice. Just a little bit.
We try stuff. So, anyways, we just like try to come down to what's something we both like equally love, and we came down to Cajun food. Anything Cajun, we just love.
And then, in the summer times, I would go down to Baton Rouge and train one of my basketball players.
Okay.
And his whole family, they just be eating good. And I'm like,
Oh,
man,
okay.
I got addicted to it. So I was just like, yeah.
And last time we were in Louisiana, it was actually during the time of that big hurricane. So we were stuck there for a long time.
Yeah.
But I mean, we just ate good.
Just eating good.
Right,
But y'all wasn't
so-
mad at it. Don't sound
Yeah.
like you was too upset.
Yeah.
We had our little 48 hours in New Orleans and fell in love.
Barely.
Ate everything, and shout out to the Morrow's, beautiful restaurant.
Yeah.
But we had a good time. We had a good time. So I'm excited about that. We're gonna jump in.
Thank you
We're
for
gonna jump into it.
Yeah.
inviting us.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
All right.
What are we gonna get started with first? Alright, I got a little rice cooking already, so I got some rice
Okay.
going. Just a little regular rice with some garlic, salt, and a little bay leaf. So we're gonna keep
Regular
that going.
rice.
Regular rice.
See
That's
that?
right.
Regular rice.
Damn.
I'm gonna get the cabbage going first, I think.
See, yeah, we gotta put something
Okay.
with y'all.
When you get nice with it, you just say regular. Everything regular.
Okay, what we gonna do with this red beans and rice? So, Chef, we are having red beans and rice, and now there's variations to red beans and rice.
Okay.
You feel me? So I definitely am excited to show them your take. Is there anywhere that you guys particularly love it from? Is there a place that you get it or have been, and it's like, this is the style I like?
Nope.
Is there any kind that you don't like?
Ooh.
You know, I think the best that we've
I
had.
like everything.
Are we talking about red beans and rice? Or
Yeah,
red
yeah,
beans?
yeah.
Just like grandmas that we know.
Just-
Shout out to Leah Fulton. She
Y'all
would.
be getting invited over
Y'all
for dinner. I
Yeah.
see what's going on.
It's very important to us. So one of our friends from church, we would go over to her house for family dinners every Sunday night, and she would just throw down. And we had a deal: like she would cook, we would clean. It worked perfect.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
We missed them.
Yeah. And so, but her red beans and rice were amazing. So, yeah.
All right, so.
I love red beans and rice. What's cool about it is it's like some people's fried chicken, so like soul food. And
Yeah.
people that make fried chicken on Sundays. Red beans and rice has that same kind of story
Yep,
that it was
no
like
question.
a Sunday thing, and you start soaking the beans overnight, and then people kind of judge you on how your red beans and rice
And
is.
that's
You
right.
invite
And
the
then you
neighbors
bring
over.
other things to it. Like,
Yeah.
that's like you're going to surround the meal around with your rice. But you bring some chicken, you bring some cornbread, you bring,
Yep.
and it becomes a family meal. So that's real.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I grew up eating a lot of beans, rice, and cabbage and cornbread. I don't know why, but
Well,
like,
yeah, you grew up vegetarian, though.
yeah,
So
I was
what-
vegetarian
What?
for a while.
Oh.
I grew up vegetarian for quite a bit. But
Why?
we,
What was the reason?
So my mom was vegetarian, just changed her eating style, and then we adopted it. You know, with mommy, we didn't really have a choice.
Right.
So I did maybe 10 years. So then my stepdad used to eat meat, and I would sneak some, and then my grandma used to eat. I was sneaking some.
Well, you were away. Yeah, you were going away. Like,
Yeah, I would sneak away. When I was gone, I was eating.
Okay.
I was trying to get me some fried chicken when I could. But it just changed the way I cook. So protein is not always protein first to me, and I can learn the value and other stuff and have like the red beans and rice and cabbage.
That's an
and
art by
meat.
itself,
Like,
though.
That's good to me, and that's all we need.
I just want to know if y'all saw how expeditiously he sliced.
Just.
I mean, like, I seen it was whole.
It was
And then I was like, dang, I was going to talk about the cut.
It's like
You were literally
I was going to say something about it, and I didn't get the opportunity. Ooh.
This is what happened.
Oh, she
we live.
cute.
Alright, let's do a new onion.
Well, fun fact for you guys too, though. Chauncey, he wanted to be a chef like his whole life, so he always is like paying attention to how people cook. Like,
I'm locked in.
yes, if he can even get like the chef into at a restaurant, he's watching. Like, he loves it.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So,
That's dope. I always wanted to play ball, so we.
That works.
I wanted to do none of the above, but
Yeah, that's
all good.
You two work so good together.
I appreciate that. It's getting better, you know. Marriage is aging like wine. I will say, like,
That's a fact.
it maybe didn't start as good, but
We think you ain't gonna start as
it
good.
just took us a while to gel.
No, we did. That is not true. Why you on here telling people lies? They don't know us like that, okay? No, that is not a fact. We had a fantastic honeymoon time.
Yeah.
You know, we newlywed well.
I mean, working.
Talk about.
I'm saying work.
That's
I'm offended. Like, I don't know.
I'm just saying working.
Kind of show today.
I'm saying working.
How long did you guys date before you got married?
We don't know exactly. The story is not.
Whoa.
It's not concerned. I mean, like, what you gonna say off the
I
bat?
was gonna say a year.
And that's not. Is that a fact?
I don't know.
We weren't
We
dating.
dated.
Get the story straight.
Yeah,
Girl,
we-
we dated, and then Gerard moved away to Orlando to open restaurants, open craves all around country. It was like a year and a half, 2 years before he came back. Then we dated again.
Okay.
So
Oh.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So wait.
We had
So y'all was dating before you moved.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Oh.
We didn't stay dating. We didn't do the long term thing. I just, you were like 21, moving to Florida to open, restaurant, and.
But it was so weird because we
It
was
was-
like such friends. Like she drove me to like the meetup spot for me to leave. So it wasn't like
Yeah, like we were.
we spent the last day together.
Yeah, we
It
had a whole
was-
day, and I dropped him off.
There was like an
trying to be a
understanding.
career guy. I was trying to be career guy at the time.
And I understood, and I appreciated the ambition and the hustle, and I loved him even then, and so it's like I had to really like, if you let something, let it go. Like I had to really do
Yeah.
that, and I had to do it when he came back. So
Yeah, mine was crazy. I was in a relationship before Brittney, and I passed up a job opportunity
to be with her,
to be with somebody, and then after that, I was like, I'm going.
never gonna do
If
that
it
again.
work out, it's gonna work out. But I think I was jaded for a moment, at a moment in time. But
That's
hey,
understandable though.
when it came back,
Came back good.
Came back good.
So
So then, how long did you guys date that time after you came back?
2 years.
Okay.
Well, we dated for a year. We got engaged, and then so then your 1 year theory could be right.
How do you guys feel about sharing the proposal story? Because I want to know.
We have it on video.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm nice with it.
Okay.
Let me hear this.
So I bought the ring. I had the ring for quite a bit of time, hidden in the Nike shoebox. Shout out to Nike shoebox. Good for hiding.
I don't know where you had that.
Sponsorship.
I had it in the house, and we had just were moving into a new apartment, and it was was also Brittney's birthday. And so my thing was I was gonna propose on the birthday because she was never gonna. We had housewarming and the birthday. She wasn't even gonna see the proposal coming. But we was good. You know, she was dropping hints. We talked about ring and stuff, and I just was like, you know what, we can't afford it right now. And meanwhile, I got the ring in the house the whole time.
That was the thing that threw me, because I could have maybe thought maybe you were gonna do that on my birthday, but we talked, it was like 2 weeks before. We were just ran watching TV or something. And I think you slickly brought it up some kind of way, and was like, you know, when you think, he goes, yeah, you know, a year or so, you know, we just need to save our money and da da da. And I was just like,
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it was fine. It wasn't that long since we actually been back, so I was like, all right, whatever, dude.
Yeah, so
I don't know about this one.
so
I was not thinking about it at all.
I had this crazy idea. It was really crazy.
He wanted to be a grand proposal.
I wanted to be grand. So I had this thing like I was going to take some PVC pipe and make like the mold of a car and like put a sheet over it like it was a new car, and then they would pull the sheet and I'd like be underneath the frame like it was
He
way
was
too
going to
big.
be with the frame, a car frame.
That was
I said, what was that going to be?
Later on,
I have time to do all that.
We lived in an apartment with one little garage stall. Where was going to put the car at?
But later on, I realized that she might have been disappointed that it was about the car. It came into my mind that
That's not
like,
marry you, but where's the car?
yeah, yes, I want to marry you, but we still gotta drive this hoopty. Like, so I ended up doing it at her birthday party, and shout out to my cousin Ryan.
He almost had you messed up.
Ryan almost had me messed up, so I had the band and can you stir that for me?
Yes, I
Just
will.
turn it down just a minute. So I had the band and the ring. I got them together at the same time. When we're singing Happy Birthday and she closed her eyes to make a wish, I get down on one knee, right? So everybody's there. They know what's going on. House is full. Mom's is there. They got the cameras, and everybody's like trying not to look at me. All the women are just like don't even want to look at me because they're gonna start crying. Don't ask them no questions. And so Ryan comes and gives me the ring, and this brother gave me the band.
So it was just this.
Oh man.
So I'm like,
You like, hold up now.
bro, it's in a bag. So I'm like, no, this ain't it. Where's the And then they're getting ready to start singing.
Okay, sidebar. We got to get a little bit of this cabbage preparation here. So you sauteed onions.
We got
salt,
onions,
pepper,
garlic, salt, pepper.
Okay.
We cook
We
it.
got the cabbage in here, and then we're gonna hit this with a little bit of chicken stock. I like my cabbage to not be like, you
Have a
know,
little
take your
bite
teeth
on
out and eat it. I like a little bite on it still.
Yeah.
So we're gonna actually braise this. So
Gotcha.
where's my chicken stock go?
Got you right over here.
So
Watch it.
this brother goes and gets the right ring, gives it to me. She gets, we're doing happy birthday, housewarming, cake comes out. She closes her eyes to make a wish, and it's like a long close. Like she's like doing one of them prayers, you know, when they say make a wish and you really praying. And then she opens her eyes, and I'm down on one knee. She does not see me for about 35 seconds.
Oh,
It was a
Hold on.
Okay, so
Oh,
let me
How
tell
did you not
you. Okay,
see
so
him?
look, okay, this two sides of the story, okay? So on my side, I'm doing my prayer thing like I do, you know, blessing everybody in abundance, all the things. And I open my eyes, and everybody's faces are so like, I mean, like so crazy, and I'm like,
it's just my birthday.
and then they're like, and I'm like, and so you know, I'm like, okay, because they all had their cameras, like they were all.
Oh, so it was probably silent then.
It was. I was like,
I
what?
think your mom said your name or something.
They were like,
Your mom's
Brittney,
like, Brittney.
I was so like, what? And then so I went to turn to him and be like, what the hell is wrong with this? I looked, and then he was down, and then I was like, oh. So it was about a minute. It had to been crazy for you being down in that long.
I was.
But
like,
I just didn't.
okay.
He was standing next to me, so I wasn't looking at him.
She was getting her shots with the
You
cake.
know, because I
He's like,
had
oh,
yeah,
it's my
and they
birthday.
were just
Everybody
like,
just looked at you
oh,
like,
they were like, look down. And I'm like, look down. And they're like, look down. I'm like, look at my case here. I'm like, look down. What? So I went and turned to him, and then he was down. I was like, oh my god.
that is so
It was
dope.
like tears, like it was like instant tears.
It was the fastest tears I've ever seen in my life.
That was beautiful.
It was fun.
It was great. Everybody was there, and it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
And then the honeymoon stage began.
Yeah. So,
Where'd y'all go for the honeymoon?
Puerto Rico.
Ooh. Puerto Rico was fun.
I don't even remember everything that I did. I know I did a lot. It was a lot of planning. So
It's a lot of planning.
it's a
Trying
lot
to keep
of
that
planning.
secret.
variables.
All the people,
And it's just like you trying to communicate and make sure everybody know they role and like don't mess up. Woo, that's a lot.
Well, your best idea was not telling my best friend until the day of.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I was living with them, and so
some people
they
you can't trust.
Oh,
No shade.
I would have known. I'm telling you.
Just live up.
Any slight change in character, I pick up on.
I had to make an argument because she was getting too close. I had to just out of nowhere.
Just make up an argument.
Yeah.
So I would want to be bothered with you for a little bit.
What you mean we're watching the clothes with Ty? I had to make up an argument about something because she was getting real close. I'm like, ooh, shoot.
And my best friend was like MIA the whole day, which was not like her to be.
Really?
But she was like, I couldn't see,
Look
talk,
It would
nothing.
have been too hard. Would have been too hard. Yeah, I think, I don't even know how, it took me a while to set it up, but I had got the ring on Valentine's Day, and I had the ring in my pocket because my best friend, we filmed the whole process. So we filmed like from the beginning when I called and asked her dad, to going to get the ring, to the day of, and then the day of we actually tricked her and it made her think that we were, because my buddy, he did real estate too, he's a realtor. So I made her think that we were just going out doing a showing for his vlog that he was doing. He was doing a vlog at the time.
Okay.
So then we were going out doing that and looking at houses throughout the day and
like telling our story of like how we started dating and all that. So I just thought we were like
all in the
like we're talking about our relationship the whole day, but I thought it was because we needed content for his vlog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So then after that we went to, what's the place that used to be downtown? The Hibachi.
The place that shut down.
The Hibachi spot.
Oh,
I think it's called Wasabi.
Wasabi.
right there by like
Right on Washington.
Oh, no. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I was talking
So-
about it, yes.
Wasabi.
Yep.
Yep. So we went there and Tara was like, I feel like he's gonna propose. She probably was thinking that.
Did you feel like
There
that?
were so many times throughout the day I thought he was going to propose. Because we kept going to like these beautiful places for B-roll. And I was like, no.
Make them wait.
Yeah.
Make them wait.
And that was his best. That was
Patience
the best
is the
he
key,
did,
my
'cause
boy.
By the end of the day, I was mad. I was exhausted.
So we were
I was
at Hibachi, that
It kept
Hibachi
me like a
spot.
moment. I'm like, I think he's gonna propose. Like, oh my gosh. And then he just wouldn't.
Get back in the car.
Dang.
And then literally we leave.
We went out to eat. I thought we were gonna walk in the restaurant. My friends were gonna be there. I was like, this is the moment. Nobody was at the table. I was like, okay, I wanna go home.
And then after that, I was like, oh snap! I need to go get these T-shirts for Hoops and Cries at school. I gotta go pick them up from somebody.
Which is the most believable thing.
Yes.
Of course we have to stop and pick something up for your business. I'm like, yeah, like that's what we do every day.
So then we get to school. I went inside and then I was like, Tara, I'm so sorry. I actually need some help. Can you like come inside and help me get these boxes?
I'm
She's
irritated.
like, she's irritated at our attitude. And I'm thinking to myself, don't have an attitude right now, please. Just come help me. Come,
I want to go
come on.
home. I'm like, he didn't propose again. Like, I'm like, now I gotta go outside and help. Like, what?
So she came inside the gym and
That's where we first met.
and that was where we first met. And I had my buddy like set up some candles leading all the way until half court, and then did like a candle with some hearts or heart-shaped candles. And then
and I lost it. I did the ugly cry. It's not.
as soon as she walked in, and then I had her mom fly in.
You did
Her
that.
mentors. Who else? And then my close family friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody was there.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was the ugly cry.
It was
You
dope.
got one of those.
Yeah.
Not. It was like, ooh, hey.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it was good. It was sweet. It was sweet.
That was a good one.
Yes, it was good.
So we I got the andouille sausage in there right now. And it's curling up nicely.
You know, when it curl up on the corner, it got a little bite on it.
It's curling up nicely. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of this meat off of here. This is the turkey. I put it back. So it came in the store, smoked already. And I just put it back in there.
First stop.
Really?
Yes. First stop.
I need to start making that the first time.
Oh, first stop.
I think I
You
should.
can walk around with it for a little bit.
I need to do that.
My first
Cause
stop
Hit
is
the corn over there.
I always
Fried
do
pickle.
the turkey like
No, I
So
had.
move that leg.
and I'll be like, oh, and I'll be like already.
You're not
I'll be
that
so
hungry. You're not hungry
yeah,
enough
it's
for
like
that one thing, yeah.
I'm not even that hungry no more.
You gotta commit to that.
Gotta commit. Gotta commit, my boy. Got to see it, my boy. Ooh, that looks good, child.
Yeah, mine was interesting. My mom always, she like was the neighborhood mom, which is similar to yours, which is I never thought about that till now. But my mom was the neighborhood mom, and so she was always like raising and helping people. And not that our situation was great, but my older brother just would have friends that their home life wasn't great, and so she would be helping them. And I think she just passed that down to us. Like my cousin, I have cousins and stuff that's just like brothers because my mom would just take them in, and I had an aunt that did that for me when I moved to Minneapolis, and they just always loved on us hard, and we got opportunity to kind of see that and experience that up close, and it just always just stuck with me. So that heart for helping people, I always felt like it's enough for everybody to eat, and just wanting people to like be whole and not think about where they came from or what the circumstances was, but like you can get out of it. I've been on the same bus. I come from the same neighborhoods, same opportunities, and seeing that potential in them. So it's fun now, like in the restaurant, as we get different people in different seasons, and I always am looking at them like, ooh, what is God about to do with you? Like, why are you here right now? You know, like, what's the point that you have arrived here? I don't know what this season is. When people leave, I'd be like, okay, cool, but that means somebody else is waiting on this. And the experience with them sometimes is just priceless, getting to meet them and go through their stories. And the business is fun, and I'm sure you guys will be continue to get into that. It's just after they hold, then you get to show them some skills and the hustle, and like, okay, now this is how you take care of your family and change the trajectory once your mind is in that place to be ready for that.
Well, with basketball training for me, like with even not even just young people, just anybody, right? Like I've been able to like build such genuine relationships because of the game, but then also like when somebody's tired and they're fatigued, and you didn't work so hard and y'all did it together, like there's a sense of synergy that's just automatically there, where the trust and the trust is being built just throughout the workout, right? And you get to a point where now you just sitting down, you chatting, and you're building this genuine relationship where now I have the ability to speak into their life, and thank you. And it's just amazing how God can utilize those moments to take that to a whole nother level. Next thing you know, you could be doing business with that person. You could be, whatever. You could be doing all types of things, outreach events and anything. Just from that. What's this?
Little concoction. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with this red bean and rice thing. I like the time carrot, so I just went like peach, Sprite, grenadine. Give you a little something sweet.
Does Brandon have strawberry?
Cherry.
That's good.
He's allergic. That's why I asked.
Oh,
It's
good to know. Yeah, you gotta put that on the questionnaire. I don't know if we asked or not.
That's good. That's good.
Strawberries. A peach Shirley Temple.
Hey, that's
now, anytime you want to put a little vodka, anytime you want to put champagne on there, which I have if you want some later. Do that as well.
Take it up.
Definitely take your mind. This is good.
Thank you. Really good. The sweet to balance out the savory dish you about to have.
That's good.
Okay, so we're getting this meat off here. As you can see,
I haven't tasted anything. You didn't have.
I've been watching it. It's so hard not to put my hand over there and grab
it.
I'm about to give you a little taste. Let me get one of them little bowls over there. So this, it's interesting, like these pieces of meat that we love and eating out, like the turkey leg, because it always has all these little tendons in it. So it's a little work, but it's good. There you go. Keep y'all out in the cold. So tell me about basketball. Basketball changed my life.
Really?
I can say that. Growing up, I think I made a lot of friends playing ball. I had different times in life where like I was just me in the house as a kid. My brother's 12 years older than me. And so basketball is always something I could do wherever I went. We moved a lot. And I could play by myself or I could play with a group of people easily. And there's been plenty of times where we have moved somewhere new and basketball was the icebreaker to me, meeting all the people that I ended up connecting with. They picked me up on the squad. I was a lefty. I had a nice crossover. I played good D.
You definitely had a good shot there.
I played good D, and that was my brother played, and I also grew up in an era where the Sonics were very good. So I was a Gary Payton. I was GP to the core. That's why I would probably say I patent my game after during that time.
So you could pass then.
I could pass. I could put it on the rim, you know? I could put it right wherever you want it. And so I always had loved the game and like to watch and play and like, you know, how did you get started in that love for basketball? When did you notice like I could do something with this?
It started
Because we all want to go to the league.
I feel like it's a deep for you too. Like your relationship with basketball is like super deep.
super deep. It started for me super young. Like when I was like 5, I just loved basketball. I used to always play on the little Fisher Price hoop. And I just love the game.
In here. I want to be like that though.
Okay.
Don't be eating in front of them.
Oh, let have some, man.
Yeah.
Charles, you might as well come get a look in here. Keep
Yeah,
talking,
let me-
but I just, you know,
I'll be look.
So he want to know what it look like when he make it.
we got little crispy edges on there. Then we got our
Sure,
little
come
holy
see
trinity with the celery, the onions, the peppers in there. And then we're going to put that smoked turkey in here, get a little juice going.
And then you're gonna put the juice
beans.
and then the beans and
We
then
need better
with the
pots
rice.
of
Hey! Only do it.
So cornbread, the first thing I ever learned how to make.
Really?
It was my contribution to dinner. So when we would have dinner, I would have to make the cornbread. Then I got put on the rice next, but cornbread was always the thing. And we ate a lot of it. I probably ate more cornbread than toast as a kid.
Really?
That's crazy.
We ate
sounds like a
a
great
lot
way
of
to grow up,
cornbread.
That sounds amazing.
All right, we got a little Tony Cacheray. Shout out to my girl Angie from Houston.
Andrew
You know her?
She said, "Put that Old Bay away." And, we got a little Tony. So we're gonna layer our seasonings. We're gonna hit the salt at the end, but we're gonna put some seasonings in now just to make sure that the flavor is kind of concentrating. Sometimes if you just put salt on the end, it ain't in the food. It's on the food. So we want to get it in there. So we're just gonna give it a little bit of shake of this.
So are y'all anti-Old Bay?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm definitely not. I don't know Tony like that, to be honest with you, but I let him
like
do
Tony.
what he want to do. So you can cook.
I was like, dang, because I really love Old Bay.
No, I'm an old baby, okay?
Oh baby!
Old Bay actually got some hot sauce now. They just came out with
really?
their own hot sauce.
See, I don't know about that, but I'm interested.
Yeah. You know what I think it is? I like Old Bay more fish and chicken, and I like the Tony's like more gumbo, sausage.
Actual
stew.
Cajun stuff, you like Tony more. I feel like.
But if it's like frying fish or something, or blackened, or
Yeah.
chicken,
Did I do a good job?
What was
oh,
Tony?
there it is. There it is.
Did I need to put more of that good? That's it.
All right, you want to drop that turkey in here?
Your taste, you know?
You want to drop that turkey in here before you eat anymore?
I know, I ate a few pieces. I thought you weren't going to say nothing about it.
Now, this ain't traditional, but I'm going to put my little spin on it. We're going to put a couple drops of chipotle in there and keep that smokiness going.
All right.
Okay, flavor. I like that. So, I got a question for that. You definitely didn't buy that. Did you took that?
From the local,
You definitely, when he
I'm
grabbed
mad that you
that-
said definitely
when he grabbed
didn't do
that,
it.
is he grabbed that hot sauce?
I remember in high school, everybody used to do
I'm
that.
getting a fountain
Just slide
drink.
by.
Fountain drink.
you know, I get so mad when I get up there and it don't be there. 'Cause I'm like, somebody got you.
Somebody else got it. If you want a lot. A lot of the green
the
ones
best
be
one
there.
to do.
A lot of the green ones be there.
Somebody wants to.
That's funny.
We got our little chicken stock.
Basketball's big for me. I honestly wouldn't be here if it wasn't for basketball. For sure. I can definitely say that. Yeah.
Are you a basketball girl?
I did play basketball.
Like,
My experience is a little bit different, but I definitely play basketball. It was social for me, if I'm being honest. I just, I liked to be a part of a team.
Yeah.
I
I like a team
I wanted
too.
to go to the games. I wanted to get on the bus. I wanted to do the team dinners. It was like that for me. I just like being active.
When did you play? Like high school?
My whole life, I played basketball. Yeah, I stopped playing sophomore year of college. So for me, yeah, it was just that thing. I like to, something that I'll always advocate on when it comes to sports is it gives you like those disciplines in life, the work ethic, character. Like,
Absolutely.
You're not getting into it.
I'm so grateful for that. And so that like I wanted that as a kid too. Like, you know, you want to learn that hard work and everything like that. You want to see how far you can push yourself. And for me, that's where I really appreciated it.
Yeah, I'm excited. My son is about to be 5 next month. And like in my mind, ever since we had a kid, I'm like, I'm gonna get to that point where I can coach. Like, I'm really excited for that. So I'm trying to get him to like it. He's kind of tall.
He's really tall. He's just starting.
Well, how tall are you,
He's
Brittney?
had 4 lessons. I'm 5'8".
Oh yeah, he's gonna be tall.
He is 90. He's been 95th percentile height since he was born.
Wow.
I wish he was here. He's about this tall and almost 5. He's really tall.
Dang.
But he just started playing basketball. He's had like 4 lessons so far. He loves it. And just because his friends are there. So like, he do want to go hang and do something, you know, something cool. But I hope he likes it.
Might mess around and accidentally be good.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
hanging
He
out.
got some big old
I
hands.
just need 2 years overseas, and I'll be.
Okay, talk to me, Chef.
Okay.
Looking good and smelling good.
So, you know, this red beans and rice thing is all about making this flavorful broth to soak the beans up with. So we got the Holy Trinity in there. We got a little bit of bay leaf. This is essential. This is one of just the flavors that make, you know, when such mama food tastes a little different, you like, she got the bay leaf in there. Okay. Really great in rice too. So I got one in the rice so you can taste it just like a pure
Regular rice, beans, cabbage.
regular rice. No.
Regular rice.
We got the Tonys in here. I just put the chicken stock in there, so that's coming through all the flavors that we developed. Roasting the turkey.
Okay, so tell me why, Chef, you did all of this before you put the beans in. Why?
So,
Tell me why the beans
Yeah,
were last.
good point. So we used some canned beans already. Canned beans is more accessible. You can soak your beans overnight and put them in. The only difference I would say is if you're using fresh beans, it's gonna probably thicken up a little bit in this time, right? I don't really soak beans no more. I be busy.
Black eyed peas.
Black eyed beans.
Black eyed peas, you'll soak.
You want to rinse them good, but the thing that I know is like you don't want to cook these too long. You want to put them in there, let them soak that liquid up. But if you cook them too long, they're gonna break down. They're gonna get mushy, and you're not gonna get the beans. So that's why I'm developing these flavors. I want this good flavor to infuse in the beans, and then let the beans thicken up the sauce at the end. Okay.
Gotcha.
So, all right, let's give them a little spoon taste. Make sure that we going down
Going in the right direction?
You know, might have to take a turn here.
All right, y'all.
We could have just come up with you. I don't know why we just.
We're going somewhere. Stay with me. Stay with me. We're going somewhere.
This ain't right, y'all. This ain't right. Just giving little samples. I don't want no more samples.
What's the crazy
I only
thing
want the finish.
I feel like you've done like regular stuff that we've done before. Like the same seasonings, the same vegetables, but it
It
tastes.
don't taste like that.
Listen,
My food don't taste like
It's about whose hands it is.
Hey,
Say
come
basketball
on now.
in
Oh.
your hands.
that's a sermon.
Okay, and my hands basketball ain't gonna do a whole lot.
That's a sermon.
so good.
But in the hands of
If the
somebody
hands of
else,
somebody
hey,
else, that thing can work.
So this is
won't do it. Won't do it.
this is dark kidney beans that we rinsed. And
I'm about to come over.
I can't take it.
yeah, this is dark kidney beans
yeah.
that we rinsed. Some people put tomato paste in there. I like mine.
Man.
I saw you
this.
dice up a little tomato
I
in
put a
there,
little
so you
tomato
gave
in
it
there.
something.
So I put the beans in there. We're gonna bring this back up to a boil, and then I'm gonna cut it down, and then
Okay.
we're gonna finish
That's the
this
simmer.
cabbage.
Thick.
and-
Cabbage tastes like something. I did taste that.
Cabbage tastes like something.
Yes, it is.
So why do you bring it up to a boil when you put the beans in and then turn it back down?
So what I wanted to do is heat it up hot enough to where that liquid is gonna go in the beans. And if it's cool, the beans can be around, but it's like a certain temperature where it's gonna start absorbing some of the liquid versus it just kind of like stewing in there. So I want to get it hot enough to come up, and then I also want it to thicken a little bit. So we're gonna reduce the liquid that's in here so it's not so brothy and it can thicken up just a little bit. Because you want some of that little kind of gravy feel on your red beans. You want that juice. So we're gonna bring it up to a boil, and then I'm gonna let this simmer. Almost done. Snap. My mama bought these. Shout out to my mama, man. My mama bought these. She knew we needed some new sets. We had the show coming, and she blessed me. She hooked it up. All right, this cabbage is done. Cut that off.
Pretty sure I have it. Go together. We talked about basketball.
Yes.
Talked about how y'all met and all of the photo stuff. We talked about love for youth. Let's talk about real estate.
Oh my
Come on, because I want to hear from you too. Because I said, oh, she been
Selling Tampa right here, you know.
Hey, you watched Selling Tampa?
We watched like 2 episodes.
Oh man, y'all gotta finish. That thing is good.
We watched like a couple.
We binge watched it, didn't we?
You tell your version of how we got in real estate, and I'll tell my version.
Funny, y'all. So
I interject though.
So it was actually funny. I have been wanting to do real estate for a while, but business with Hoops and Christ was growing so much.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to do the studying and all this, right? So when
Corona hit.
Yes.
I heard it. I don't know.
Hey, you felt it coming, right? You just know it.
You got some time.
Everything was on your list.
Right. You got it done, right?
Right?
For real. So I was super hesitant. I'm like, man, I don't want to pay for the courses. Thank you so much. I don't want to do that. And I was just making excuses, right? And this lady texted me one day, and I actually met her through my best friend who does real estate. But I met her like 8-9 years before that. And she just randomly texted me, and I'm like, wait, what? And she was like, hey, I have a scholarship program available for anybody that wants to do real estate and they're working in ministry currently. And I'm like, I literally have no reason to not do it now.
She did the whole like I couldn't help but think of you, like I feel like God put you on my heart.
Oh.
Yeah, all that.
So I was locked in. So then I met with her. I come back home. I'm like, baby, we have to do real estate. I really felt like God gave me this vision of like, okay, you and your wife doing real estate together.
Oh, so you knew from the beginning that
I
she
knew it.
was gonna be a part
I
of this.
felt it in my spirit. I felt like God made it real clear to me. The vision was clear.
And you're not like super like God told
I'm
me,
not
you
super
know?
deep like that. Like,
Not
like
unless
that.
you really feel that way.
So then I come back and I'm telling her like, baby, I feel like the Lord telling me we supposed to be doing real estate. She's like, you didn't tell me. I'm like, baby.
You gotta be confirmed with your wife though. You're right.
That's real.
I said, no, I'm not.
Tara's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm like, baby, but I'm trying to explain to her why we should do it, why it makes sense. She's like, no.
If I'm being honest, I was skeptical of the
I was
lady's
just about
approach.
to ask you what would you feel?
I was skeptical of her approach because, you know, Chauncey, of course she would want him on her team. You know what I mean? He's a really great entrepreneur. Like, he's a really good, like,
Thank you, baby.
businessman.
That's so sweet.
Absolutely. So I'm
Top
like,
5 draft pick. That's you.
yes. So
It's so sweet.
I was like, it benefits her to have you on the team, and I just need to, like, you to be aware of that. You know, like, what are her motivations?
Mhm.
And that's like kind of my first thing, especially when it comes to him. I'm a little like, yeah.
It's
Like,
okay.
yeah, I need to calm down a little bit, honestly. But I was just like, no, you know. And I just said, like, I just don't get it. I didn't see the vision yet. I didn't see the vision at the time.
So then I was like,
In hindsight, I wish I would have.
I told her, I was like, well, I guess I'm doing real estate by myself.
And I said, go ahead.
And she was like, okay, cool. So then literally the pandemic happened and then I had time on my hands to really lock in and finish all my classes and everything. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I finished before the pandemic. But when the pandemic hit, then I couldn't take my test.
The testing center shut down.
Everything was shut down.
Right after he finished his classes.
Yep. So then I had to wait all the way up until July.
And you was like, Lord, you said.
And then
Is it not the
exactly.
vision? Like, didn't you say
What? That is exactly how I was at. Because at that point, I was like, okay, I finished all my stuff. This happens, and then it was I had a bunch of friends and stuff that were like, hey, like we're looking to buy a house, and I'm like, well, if you could wait just one more month. Even my brother, hey, I want to buy a house. Hey, give me like 2 more months. Give me 2 months. So I had lost a bunch of people that were going to use me up front.
You ready.
And I was super discouraged by that. And then once I got my license, because of everything that was going on, I couldn't get really trained in. So then it took it was like a 2-month span where I had my license, but I wasn't doing any real estate work. And I was super discouraged by that too. But then I was, me, gotta see it through. I was like, I'm gonna just keep grinding, put my head down, and just like lock in. I know what the Lord told me. I gotta do it.
Stand on that.
So I ended up switching to a different broker to be on my best friend's team. And as soon as I switched, business took off. Just took off, skyrocketed. So it was amazing. Like the average realtor does, I think, what is it? In the first year, I think, it's something like that. And then the average agent does like 7 deals a year. And I was able to do, I think, 34 in my first 12 months. So it was like a big just God thing, and it just like, I don't know, it just blew up really quick.
Said, you know what? You might have been right about this whole thing.
Yeah, it took some time. I had to see, like, I had to
You got some
understand
of the hard part.
Okay. I really didn't understand the vision, and so
Yeah,
a lot of it. What you doing?
This is gonna be our topping, so I wanted to do something special to put my little spin on it. So I made like a little Parmesan twill.
Okay.
Just cheese. Yeah. We got some fresh lemons that's in here. Good. We got a little bit of zest on there, and then we got some green onions and parsley. Just brighten it up. Gotta have a good night.
Moment of truth.
We back. We're about to cook this thing up. So we got some cabbage. We kept the cabbage simple because you're gonna get a lot of flavor. We don't want them to be competing, with the red beans and rice. We got our little parboiled rice. Then we had the bay leaf in and just a little garlic salt. And then we got some cornbread. It's a little surprise in the cornbread. So go ahead and cut a slice. I ain't telling. So my mom used to make cornbread. And it was always, like I said, I ate a lot of cornbread. And what she would do is she would actually put corn in the cornbread.
Oh, is that what you do?
It was our own little,
you can see that.
own little thing, and I always loved it. It's all right. The first one is always ugly. The second one, ooh,
That was
it's
perfect.
beautiful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Where you want cornbread last or what? You gonna put around the cornbread?
Stuff it on there.
Mm.
That's good. You got the butter on there.
You got the butter on there.
Jeez.
So Terry, you was telling us right before we stopped just about how you got in. It was right up to your point in the story.
Yeah.
About how you got started.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, I have to be able to really understand and see the vision, like, behind it. Like, I hate doing things for no reason. You know what I mean? I hate wasting my time.
Wasting time.
I don't like that. So, kind of where it came down for me was when, actually, it's interesting, but when George Floyd was murdered here in Minneapolis, how I started thinking was there has to be more ways. There has to be other things that we can do. Like, yeah, we protested, we marched, we served the community, all those things, but there has to be, like, continuously be ways to, to really, like, uplift the Black community, specifically in Minneapolis, being that, like, the disparities of, like,
wow, that's beautiful.
Oh yeah, that looks amazing. Lady. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, like, the wealth gap in Minneapolis between people of color and our white counterparts is just, it's astronomical. And so when we did a ton of research and we were getting more into real estate, and we noticed that the most common way to build wealth is through home ownership, it started to make so much more sense to me, and I started to see the vision of, like, not only is this, like, equitable, like, this is, like, a good idea for us to be able to really help other people own homes and gain equity and that kind of thing. And I really saw the vision of how it was bigger than us. It was bigger than.
You saw God in it.
Yeah, it was like, oh, this is a way that, like, God can use us to bring justice on earth, and that was so important for us. And of course, not just for people of color to own homes, but just in general, like, it became important to me too as well. And so I was grateful for Chauncey, not being intimidated by me being like, nope, but you could do it. But so anyway, so I felt like God had revealed that to me. But then over time, I got, I was working at the church at the time, so I was really plugged in, and it's like go all the time. You have immediate needs. And so I had felt similarly when Chauncey said, he felt like God was moving him in this direction. I felt like God was leading me to leave the church. to move on. And so I felt like, I prayed, I got confirmation from the Lord, and I was like, dang, it's really time for me to move on from this place I had served at for so long. So I was just, like, feeling good, like, dang, God's really, like, transitioning us. And at this point, Chauncey had just gotten into real estate, so I went to him and I said, look, I really felt like the Lord is telling me to, leave my job in this capacity. And then Chauncey was like, no.
I'm like, the Lord didn't tell me that. I'm switching careers. I had to scale back all my business and make no money for like 2 or 3 months. And
at that point, Chauncey had not made $1 off of real estate yet. Not $1. He had literally transitioned, like, fully careers at, 28, 29 years old. And so it was a big leap of faith. And so I was kind of like, I don't know, like, this is how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But God was really challenging us to take a leap of faith. Like, I didn't know that we didn't know he was going to do 33 deals that year when technically he should have done 3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know.
Increase.
But that's crazy when you trust God and take a leap of faith. And so, yeah, I ended up moving on and got my real estate license that spring. And we've been working together ever since. And so it's just been crazy. It's been so
Is this the first time y'all worked together?
No, like, well,
we've done like ministry stuff together.
but not like actual work.
Yeah. So definitely just like the pandemic really shifted a lot in our minds and just seeing like how we want to be a pivotal part in the growth of Minneapolis and not just, just keep doing the same thing.
That is the story. Okay. This is beautiful. You ready to dig in?
I'm ready to smack.
I know he's trying to be.
I know he's so sweet. He's trying to listen to my story.
The story was sweet, the stomach.
We appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Coming through, we about to dig in. Get y'all first bite.
Okay, I'm going cabbage first.
We
gotta bless this shit.
Thank you for Hollingsworth coming through for the show. It was food and nourish our bodies.
Amen.
Get in.
So where do you go first? What you doing over here on my plate?
I thought we was one.
See, about to get crazy. Thank y'all so much. Chopping it up with us. Thank you to our guests.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. This is amazing.
How do we measure up?
Fire. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. For sure.
Appreciate y'all. Put a plug in on the business name before we get out of here.
Hey, Hoops and Christ, Team Hollingsworth Realty, Mission Real Estate Group. And
that's it. That's what it is.
There you go. Go check them out. Support. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all back in the kitchen next week. Peace. Y'all. Thank y'all for stopping through.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it, man.
So good. So much.
Hey, bro, what you doing that Tupperware, man?
I had to get it to go. Hey, had to get the to-go box. I had to. That was a must.
Thank you so much for coming. It was so great having y'all.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Don't be strangers.
Oh, nope. I'll see y'all at Grace.
Definitely won't.
All right.
Thank you so much.
About to eat good, y'all.
Thank you.
That's your leftover.
Leftovers. I'm eating that for lunch tomorrow.
Alright, we're not gonna hoop. You be hooping, he looks play basketball now. I thought you were
You be
gonna get
playing?
calls in.
See, I just got health insurance, so I can play now.
Oh my God.
I know that.
Hey, entrepreneur, I just got health insurance, boy. That's how you know you living good.
I gotta work tomorrow, bro.
I didn't ask me that today.
Right.
Let's not plan for injuries. How about that? Just have fun.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
Really
we love
appreciate
y'all.
it.
Thank you. We love you guys too. So
Bye.
fun.
Drive safe.
All right.
We will. See you guys soon.
Peace out.
But for real, we love you guys.